Okay, so I was asked to show what kind of a system truck IR is, which I'm using when I'm playing with historical or full round battles with the joystick. Actually now I'm using the truck IR to look around my IL-2. I've chosen IL-2 because it's a ground attack plane and it's in my opinion one of the nicest planes to take for a arcade or a historical battle. I will jump into the cockpit so I can show better what the truck IR does. Okay, so now we are inside the cockpit. I can of course look left and right. I can look up and down. I can also lean back. Now there in behind me you can see there is this metal plate. It prevents me to go any further than this. But if I want, I can lean forward. I can look into the sides. I can look into the, for example, if I'm looking for the engine or the airspeed or any of those gauges. I can see, well, if I move my stick it's visible. If I move my rudder it's visible here. I can see on the side. Actually I can also lean a bit sideways so that I can, for example, look here kind of outside the window. Well, here's the canopy, so I can't lean too much, but I can kind of try to peek, for example, behind, which is so that I can see a bit more than usually. Okay, I think that's enough, and I will try to use this and see what happens when I'm taking off. I'm rising the throttle slowly because it's a little bit more difficult to get up in here than in arcade, and also the joystick it's more difficult because you have to control the plane already when you are climbing up. With the mouse aim you can just point. There's automatic which does most of the work. Okay, I'm a bit off from the airfield, but I think I can get myself airborne and we have a liftoff. I will get my gear up and check that everything is okay. I'm running too slow, so I have to keep the throttle up and nose down while I'm going. Okay, the flaps are up, so everything should be good to go. So I'm flying here an Illusion 2, which is the tier 5 plane. I don't have the gunner back there, so there's nobody looking behind me here. I have to trust for those fighters to help me when I need them. First I will check the map. As you can see, there is one plane visible, which is closing in to our forces. I'm aiming for those ground forces in the city area. I'm running web, so I'm using extra power. In historical battle you can use it several minutes at a time. You just have to keep on following your temperature, which would be the meter on the lower right, which is now about 90 degrees. It's rising all the time, so I think I have to get away from the web, and I'm running on the normal gas. So now I have to wait for the temperature to go down before initializing web again. If I'm using web too much, I will eventually lose the engine. For this battle I have taken some bombs and rockets with me. I remember it correctly, there is no bomb site, so I have to kind of bomb with the feeling, which I'm trying to do. And if I stay alive, I might also try to shoot the ground targets with my twin 23mm cannons and machine guns. Okay, so my altitude is about 1200 meters. I'm still about 10 kilometers away from the target. I will quickly check what's the situation. They have some ground attack planes, 2 of them are destroying the ground attack, doing the ground attack row. Then there's one who is fighting. Probably behind us there is somebody destroying our village or our city there, but there's nobody protecting it, which is nice because then I have more fighter cover here. Okay, I can see that there's tanks and cars which I like to target. I will choose the target or try to choose it, which doesn't seem to work. Somehow I'm too far away, I think. Yes, now it worked. So there is a viewfighter at 7 kilometers. I'm running quite fast. I'm dropping my speed because my stick is shaking quite a lot. It's I'm probably running too fast. So I'm trying to. There should be a tank in the front row. Let's see. Yes. I'm trying to bomb him. Let's see what happens. There is medium tank. Bomb away. And it miss. I got hit by flak, which is almost breaking my plane. I have to fight it. There is also somebody shooting me, so I feel that I'm going down. I will try to continue the attack, but unfortunately I don't have support from my fighters. There is somebody behind him, but it's not working correctly. I try to bomb the tank again. Didn't get it. Let's see if I can hit the viewfighter. Another viewfighter is down. I might get a shot since he's turning. I try to maneuver my plane in a way that I could get a line, although it's very hard because I don't have the wing is black and the control surface are red. So it's very hard to get this plane rolling on the left. It would want to go around on the right all the time, but that's not what I want. Okay, he's down, so I can concentrate on ground targets again. Let's see if I can find any. Oh, there they are. Gonna make the approach on the right hand side again. There's no visual. Oh, okay, there is a couple of holes. No. Yeah, some kind of small holes, but it's surprisingly intact. There's no big holes on the wing, although it feels like it. There might be some bug which causes this. Okay, I'm trying to let's see if I can get the rockets working. I got one. I think the rockets are one of the coolest thing in the game. It's very nice when you can see the explosions and everything. I will go a little bit further to get a new attack run. Unfortunately, I can't select the target from the way I'm looking at. I think that's one thing which they should improve, because now I have to change my course to get to the position where they can shoot it. I still have 4 rockets which they are shot in pairs. I can't get line in that one. I'm trying to shoot the next tank. No. Oh, there is P-34 coming, trying to blast him. Okay, that's dangerous. He has very heavy and big plane for this tier, because I'm flying a tier 5 plane and that's tier 8. But let's see if I can get a lineup on him. Nope. I'm moving on the VAR emergency power to get some more power out of the engine. Trying to lift my front and turn against him. There is somebody who shot me. I'm afraid that it was friendly. Okay, he's down. Let's see if I can... No, it's this Spitfire. Going for him. It's 1 kilometer away. I still have 2 rockets. I will launch them on the medium tank first and go for the Spitfire then. And of course I'm missing. I'm out of rockets, out of bombs. I still have my cannons, but there is a Spitfire over me, which probably is gonna be shot down quite soon. I'm trying to target those armored car because it was shooting at me. I think it's trying to get the AA. And I missed. My wing is making this aiming very hard. I hit him, but couldn't destroy. When I'm shooting, the plane is shaking a bit, so it's nice, quite a realistic feeling, because those 23mm guns are quite powerful. I'm trying to strafe again on that armored car. Nope, didn't get the good angle on him. Going for the next one. I think I'm now at better approach angle. Also there is 3, which is messing the aim. Let's see if I can shoot the medium tanks. Oh, it seems that I can actually destroy those tanks with the 23mm cannons if I hit them in the back. I'm taking hits from the AAA, so I'm trying to get away from there. Airfield is close by, so I think it might be a good thing to try to land there and get new bombs for destroying the ground targets. Okay, there's not many players left, so let's see what happens. I'm putting some laps, moving gears down, closing in. I'm going too fast, but I'm hoping that I can get the speed down by just by doing a small maneuver here. The wing is dragging me down, so I'm trying to keep the plane level with the rudder. And okay, now I should take it down. The speed is correct. Oh no, it bounced. Okay, bounced once more. Now I'm hitting the brakes, trying to keep the tail down, releasing the brakes, pushing them again, and I'm almost. I will turn here in the end to see what happens. Okay. So I'll be rearmed and repaired. I think this is good time to end Strange 109. And that was the presentation of the Dragaia. See you guys.